Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Tonight is the memorial of the glory of the trumpets, where we remember the times of our ancestors, our feast days, the way we remember Christmas and all these wicked pagan holidays in America. We're going to get started with the priestly Sabbath service. If we could, have the first brother present himself.
Tazadat, Bun Yahawah, Bun Yashala.
Wine.
Tazadat, Bun Yahawah, Bun Yashala.
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrakathum.
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrakathum. Wine. Salakia. Wine. Nobody gives it. It's all right.
La Yashala.
All right, we're gonna go into our prayer. So what I'm gonna need everybody to do, a madyan, which means to stand. Everyone. Sisters, make sure your heads are covered. Brothers, make sure your heads are uncovered. You got a headpiece on or something with a hole up top, that's cool. If you have a hat on, take your hat off. When we do our prayers, men should have their heads uncovered and women should have their heads covered. All right. So how the prayers work is, I'm going to say it in Hebrew. Officer Yatzak is going to say it in English. All right. So Sar, which means to face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Habanao. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahawah. Malakwaka. Daba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kuwa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Natalanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalakla Hawawafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kawawafinawa. Wala'ah. Dabi'anawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Awashanawa. Mayan. Rad. Hayah. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala. Wahatapara. I will love you. Aman.
In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahawah, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. Forever. So be it.
We'll be doing the prayer of the power.
Yahawah. Mahashim Yahweh Shah. Baba Kasha. Natalanawa. Hakat. La Rapa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazarayo. Hakat. Lahakwayam. Hamathiyam. Hakat. Irakawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarashan. Mahashim Yahweh Shah. The water Aman.
In the English.
Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Next we will do Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharya.
Al-Haharya.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ai.
Ma'ai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shabaya.
Shabbai.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regoka.
Regoka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Zalka.
Zalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamar.
Yawamar.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Malayala.
Wayarak.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Korah.
Korah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tasa'atka.
Tasa'atka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabaraka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'aid awallah.
Wa'aid awallah.
In the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From which cometh thy help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
will neither slumber nor sleep.
will neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
And
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth,
Even forevermore.
and forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
All Damiyalaka.
All Damiyalaka.
All Takarash.
All Takarash.
Wa all Tashakwat.
All Tashakwat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
YAHANNA.
Our Yabyaka.
Our YAHANNA.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahweh Yawan.
Wa Masha Nayaka.
Wamayinashika.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Yahweh
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wa Yata Ya'atazawa.
Yahweh Ya'adazah.
Al Tazapan. Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wa Nakachadam.
Yahweh
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'al.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Now what I Tazawa.
Now I Tazawa.
Love.
Love.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Al Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashama Alayaham.
Wayahama.
Mawa'aba.
Mahaba.
Wa Hagaria.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan.
Wahawan.
Wa Amalak.
Wahamalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yashabia.
I'm Isupk.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Iman.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawa.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban.
Salat.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadya.
Kamadya.
Kasa Yasara'a.
Kasa Yasara.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwa Yashwan.
Wayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashimadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Bayayanda Ara.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadayamawa.
Nadinagwa.
Ka'ara.
Ka'ara.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Bak.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakata Lamanai.
Wakaza Lamanai.
No Saya Call Nasa Yakamwa.
No, that's Yakamwa.
Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Atha, Naawa, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagola, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Kaash, Daba Ira Yaira, Wakala Haba, Dalahat, Harya, Khan, Daradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapatka, Dabahala, Mala'a, Hanyaham, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahoa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shimka, Yahweh, Labatka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Aratza.
In the English, keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemy make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Let the name of Israel be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And of Ishmael. Of Moab. Of Hagri. Of Ammon. Amalek. Philistine. With the inhabitants of Tyre. A sword has joined with them. They have hope in the children of life. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As a Sisera. And Jabin. And the brooks of Kaisar. Which perish and endure. They became as the dung for the earth. For their noses were like Arel. And like Zeeb. Yea. All the princes of Sabah. As Samunda. Who said, come and let us take it to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh. In possession. Oh, Yahweh. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burns the wood. As the flame setteth the mountain on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. And fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Who is most high. Over all the earth.
Saw, face forward, and YAHANNA, which means to sit. All right, so today we're going to be going into the importance of what this feast is, why we do it. You understand me? And we're going to go over a couple of more scriptures to further institute that and why we follow the Most High's commandments. You understand me?
It's important that we rehearse the righteous acts, like the scriptures say. Right. And when we do so, we are bringing back the spirit that our ancestors had in this earth. Our people have always been the spiritual people. The problem is we've lost our spirituality because we are now starting to live like the heathens. Right. We're following the cultures of the heathens. We're living life like the heathens. So we lost our connection with the Most High. So these things that we are doing is very important and vital for us to come back to our heritage that the Most High gave us. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24, first in Hebrew. The bar, al-banya, yasha'ala, la-amar, bakarash, hashaba'aya, ba'akad, la'akadash, Yahweh, lakam, Shabbat Zakarawan, Tharaiah, Makarah, Kadash. In the English, speak to the people of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of horns, a holy gathering.
All right, so which I may or may not know right now, this is one of the Levitical commands that was given to Moses. If y'all don't understand, the first 5 books of the Old Testament were given to Moses as the Torah, given directly from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? His powers, rather. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all don't get confused. The Most High didn't come down himself and give the Torah to him. He passed it to his Elohim, which was his powers or his angels. You know what I'm saying? They passed it down to him in order to give to the people of the children of Israel as they fled from Egypt. You understand me? This is one of the ordinances that the Most High had us do. You understand me? So, as it says, speak to the sons, or excuse me, say speak to the people rather of Israel, saying that in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, you should have a Sabbath, and it will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpet. So that, I mean, this is just basic. This is in the simplest way put. These are instructions. You know what I'm saying? This is something you have to do. It's something that the Most High ordered us to do. The thing about us as a people is all our life we've been taught how to do certain things a certain way, but we've never gone to the scriptures and tried to figure out what is the Most High asking us to do. What is the Most High telling us to do? You understand me? All it takes is you to get into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and find it out. Right. That's what all of us have been finding out as we've came into this truth. Right. We've been finding out exactly what the Most High has been asking us to do. And it's been very simple. You know what I'm saying? They say the commandments are not grievous. You understand me? This is not a hard task. It says we are to tell us it gives you the exact date of when to do it. You understand me? The problem with us is, as a people, and I'm not talking about us in particular, because us in this room right now, we are people who have gotten away from the world, so to say. You know what I'm saying? The people of the world, or when we were in the world, all we did was remember birthdays. Remember birthdays like nothing. Your mamas, your grandmamas, your aunties, you remember that like it's nothing. You do everything you can to make sure that you get a present for Lil Bam Bam. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he need a present. Because if he don't get a present, he gonna be mad. Now understand this. If you say you love the Lord, what do you think the Lord is feeling like when you don't go through the same things that the days that the Lord tell you to do? How do you think the Lord feels about that? Right. You understand me? That's the problem with our people. We have not been considering that. Everyone says out of their mouth that they love the Lord, but in their spirit, and in their hearts and in their minds, they don't. Right. Why? Because it gives us commandments, it gives us instruction, he gives us orders, and we don't follow them. But guess what? Y'all in a place right now where we are going to teach you how to do that. That's right. And we ain't gonna give up on it. We're gonna do it every year. So see y'all next year. Right. At this same time, really earlier. Salakia. It was a little bit of traffic. That's my mistake. but we will make sure that we'll be a lot more timely with these things, because you'll have a fit if you don't open them Christmas presents sometime.
Right.
People like you, the baby get the crying. How he know to wake up in the morning and open Christmas presents? Why? Because you taught him. Well, guess what? Teach them to be at the school on time so that we can do the Lord's holiday.
Right.
We can get the smell of the Lord's fragrance in our noses. We can get the spirit of brotherhood going through our veins. You understand me? We can get the wine. You know what I'm saying? We can enjoy ourselves. I mean, the craziest thing about this whole thing is that the whole reason why we so-called did all of these holidays, go to Big Mama house every Sunday because she was going to be cooking. The whole reason why we did that is for the feeling of a family, the feeling of togetherness. That's everyone's excuse. Oh, I don't do it. We just do it for kids. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? This is for the kids.
Right.
And it's for the Lord.
That's a lot. You just took the words right out of my mouth. Let me tell you something. The only reason we are all in this room is because we family.
That's
right.
That's it. If you were a white man, you would not be in here.
Right.
If you were an Arab or an East Indian, you would not be allowed to come in this room. When we call you Ak and Akwatin, that is because you are our brothers and our sisters.
Right.
Everybody always say, like he just said, we doing this for the. I just celebrate Thanksgiving because it's the time to be with my family. Well, these holy feast days are times for us to be with our family. These are days that the Lord set aside for us to be a family and for us to remember what our ancestors did. Remember the time from the old, remember the things from the past, so we won't repeat them over and over again.
Right.
That is why we keep going into captivity, because we keep forgetting how our ancestors went in captivity. And the problem is we think that slavery started 400 years ago. So that's why we say, oh, let's forget about it. But if you read the Bible, you'll see we've been in captivity since we've been a nation.
Right.
And if you understood that, it will make you change your acts. It will make you not want to be in captivity any longer.
Right.
The reason you don't mind being in captivity is because it was just 400 years. That's over with. We're not slaves anymore. Let's put that behind us. But now you read the Bible, you see you've been in captivity for 6,000 years.
Right.
You understand? That's what makes this so important. So it's important that we rehearse these righteous acts and never follow these pagan holidays ever again. The white man took the Y off of holy and put an I and made it holla. You understand? Now we celebrate holidays. That's it.
I had something else, but you just so eloquently put that, brother. The spirit of what we're doing right now is us getting back to this. It's just us reenacting what our ancestors did. You understand me? And in order for us to make sure that we are who we say we are, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a part of this is just being a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you are who you say you are, then you gonna do what you're supposed to do. Right. We ain't out here. This ain't play. We ain't out here acting like Israelites, and then when the lights when I'm away from Malakwaf, then I can be Corey again.
Right.
Nuh-uh. This all day. It's 25/8. Right. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? I put on a Corey costume. You know what I'm saying? So I can go get the money so I can feed my family. But when it's time to get back home, then you got to take. That's what we have to do every day, and we have to treat our nationality that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to stop treating our disguises as not our disguise. This should be us. The other thing that we put on just to go make money, that's the disguise. Because we in hell right now. That's why we call it a slavery. You understand me? We in hell. So for us to be, you know what I'm saying, to be real like we say we are, you know what I'm saying, for us to be the home of the truth like we exclaim every day, you know what I'm saying, that we got to keep it real. We got to keep it true. You understand me? And how do we keep it true? By following what our ancestors left for us. You understand me? In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, this is the only place where you're going to find out how to truly do that.
Right.
Because, I mean, you've had a Bible your whole life, right?
Right.
This book ain't nothing new to you. You've seen it your whole life. Big Mama got one that's got dust on it right in the front door as soon as you walk in. You understand me? Y'all done seen it y'all whole life. Y'all it's stuff in this book that, I mean, even this scripture right here, have you ever gone over it in church? This one thing that we just brought up, this one scripture, never heard it in church. Never. But you know what you do here in church? Merry Christmas. Resurrection Day. They changed the name of it. Easter, Resurrection. Oh yeah. Christmas is in the Bible, Jeremiah. You understand me? Y'all they don't teach you that though. But I mean, again, I'm reiterating some of these things that you already know for the people who haven't heard it. You know what I'm saying? This is for things that y'all should take note of. You know what I'm saying? All your life you have been taught the wrong thing. It's time to learn the right thing now. And the only way we're going to be able to get back in the graces of the Most High, the same graces that the Most High had when they took our people out of Egypt. You understand me? Out of captivity. And the only way we're going to get out of captivity is to do what these people were doing. And that's following what the Most High told us to do. You understand me? When the Most High said move, you move. When the Most High say celebrate this holy day, you know what I'm saying? It should be a no-brainer. It should be. I go all day. Get that last verse in if you can.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 25. Called Mal-Akah, Abadiah, La'ah, the I.S.U.P.K, YAHANNA, Asha, La Yahweh. Verse 25 in the English. You shall do no labor in it, but you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord.
So this is just explaining a part of what the feast of the memorial of the blowing of trumpets was a part of what was required at the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the time when burnt offerings were given. You understand me? If y'all have been in class, then y'all understand that burnt offerings, Christ was the final offering. So right. we don't give burnt offerings anymore because the Most High don't need a burnt offering. He just need us to follow what he say do.
Right.
You understand me? And the simplest things, that's all he needs. You understand me? It's about time that we start getting to the program. Right. And this is how we start right here in this room right here today. Look around you. Look around you. Look at the sisters on the other side. Look at the brothers on the other side around you. Look at the children running around playing. This is how you build a nation.
That's right.
This is and what y'all may or may not understand, may or may not be understanding is that this is the beginning of the end right here. This is how the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Us as a group, as a family, doing what the Lord said to do and enjoying every minute of it. You understand me? Oh, it's gonna be more. Trust me.
Like everybody want to get together for like the 4th of July for a barbecue. What y'all don't realize is every high holy day is a barbecue.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That is the origin of a barbecue.
Right.
You understand? Like this is as old as time is old. As old as the Lord is the Ancient of Days. You understand? Like you want to do all this stuff for wickedness, you know what I'm saying, for unholy days, but like every holy convocation is a barbecue.
Right.
You understand? So keep your culture, man. Stop dwelling with heathens, stop keeping heathen customs. That's all I got to say.
Read that scripture for me.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings.
Now, before this, let me give you some context. Daniel is talking about the last days. He's talking about the end before our king returns. So now, what does it say in the day of what?
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom.
Do what to a kingdom?
Set up a kingdom.
What are we doing?
Set up a kingdom. Which shall never be destroyed.
Let me tell you what we're doing right now in this building. We are setting up a kingdom right now that will never be destroyed by anybody else.
Right.
See, when the Native Americans were living in America, they thought they got away from the Assyrians. They thought they got away from the oppression. And they thought they were in heaven. They thought they had set up something that would never be destroyed. What happened? Christopher Columbus pops up. Took that from them. He set up a kingdom that we live in right now. Well, guess what? In the days of these kings that the Bible is talking about, all the place of Babylon, which we live in right now, what we're doing right now is teaching our people their nationality and their culture. And we're setting up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. And what? Keep reading.
It's like, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
And we're not going to share it with nobody else. That's what the Bible teach. Everybody ain't going to be in heaven. You see, that's what the church teach. The church teach that we going to be in a place where we all going to join hands and be together. You ain't joining hands with the white man right now. You ain't joining hands with the Arabs in their riches. You ain't joining hands with nobody else. Well, guess what? Don't look to join hands with us when we get crowned. You understand? What did it say? It said it's setting up a what?
A kingdom.
A queendom?
A kingdom.
Guess who's going to rule it? Them niggas that you putting on child support.
Right.
Them niggas that you don't like, that you kicking out your house every day, that's who gonna be the kings of this new kingdom. So you better treat your man right. What you better do. You better treat your brothers right. Because your brothers are going to rule the earth under a king named YAHANNA, and we will never be destroyed by anyone else.
Right.
Name an Arab that could beat up a black man. Name a Chinese man that could beat up a Hispanic. Name somebody that could beat up a nigga. Ain't nobody. And when we in the right spirit and we got the Lord on our side, we'll never be destroyed by anybody else. Right. So you need to get on a good foot, get in a good spirit, and learn how to love your brothers and your sisters. Right. And you need to come back to following your culture so that we can get the hell out of hell. Right. Now we are doing the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. Now trumpets mean a lot of different things in our nation, in our kingdom. So we're going to show you what it means in our place. You know what trumpets mean. In only time you hear trumpet now is for the goddamn jazz band, for, you know what I'm saying, Dizzy Gillespie or something like that. But we're going to show you why we use trumpets. Give me Numbers. We're going to go to Numbers chapter 10. Is some more on that? Oh, finish that out before we move on. Go ahead.
But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Let me tell you something. What we doing right now is going to destroy the superpower of this earth called America. It's going to destroy Russia. It's going to destroy all of these great big armies with China and with Iran and Iraq. What we're doing, which seems so foolish to you, by just reading the Bible and just talking about what our ancestors did. This is how you make the kingdom fall. Right. We don't have to wait. How did Joshua fight the battle of Jericho? What did they do first? Somebody. Say it. Talk. That's all they did was walk around the city 7 days. They walked around the city and didn't say nothing. And then the last day, they just yelled and the walls came tumbling down. They look at us going to camp and they think that them just some niggas out there yelling on the streets. They look at you in your head wrap, and them just some girls in head wraps. That don't mean nothing. They don't know that this is how we're going to destroy them. The scriptures say, through the foolishness of preaching will I free my people. This looks foolish to everybody else, but this is how we're going to free people. You understand? All right, go ahead, read that Numbers.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, make thee 2 trumpets of silver.
Now, we finna go into the understanding of the memorial, the blowing of trumpets, and how and why we use trumpets. You understand? Go ahead.
Of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly and for the journeying of the camps.
You see that? So when we want to call everybody together, there was a trumpet that blew to make everyone come together, to make the assembly of the camps, the different tribes. So now you all assemble under your banner. You got the lion over here. Who going over there? Judah. You know what I'm saying? You got the arrow over here. You got all the Ephraim. You got the donkey over here. You got the Issacharites. Now this trumpet brings everybody together. Keep reading.
God will come. Verse 3. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So now when they say when we should blow with them, now each tribe is going to blow a horn for each tribe. So a Judite gonna blow a horn, they gonna know, oh, that's our horn. It's going and each horns are different sizes, different, so you can hit a different tones, different pitches. You know which one is yours. Keep reading.
And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are the heads of thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee.
Then they got a leader trumpet. They got one trumpet that's just for the leaders, those that are over thousands. That would be today what? Captains. That'll be your captains, the leaders. Go ahead, sis. It just said when they all come, read the part again.
Con out of one con. Verse 2. Make thee 2 trumpets of silver. Of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for calling of the assembly and the journeying of the camps.
Of the what?
Camps.
The camps. The camps. We are all one nation. So it's not talking about IUIC and GMS and all that. It's talking about each tribe is a camp.
Right.
Each tribe had a trumpet to blow to assemble their tribe together. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And when they shall blow with them.
And when who?
And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
When each tribe blows, then each tribe assembles together at the door of the congregation. Go ahead. They, the nation, the people. Each tribe comes. If Judah's over here, Judah's going to come here. If Issachar's right there, then Issachar is going to all assemble together. Everybody's going to come together with their tribe. Say it again. Why are they leaving?
Why are they significant?
All of us we all are a family of nations. Sarah said that the scripture said that, what's Isaac's mother name? Sarah was going to be the mother of many nations. Did you know about the scripture? How many children did Sarah have? 1. We are all, each tribe is a nation. Each tribe is its own nation. That's why we are scattered abroad, because we are all nations. That's why we say all nations, all tongues, all kinsmen, all be gathered before the Most High. And on the throne is talking about all nations of Israel coming together. Keep reading.
On that one con, verse 4. And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are the heads of thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee. Verse 5. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward.
Now there's a different type of trumpet. There's a war trumpet. There's an alarm. See, one thing about trumpets, you have to understand that the trumpets were blown to prepare us for war or to let us know that somebody was coming. Go ahead. Read it.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
You see that? The trumpets are blown in the city for different reasons. So one horn will probably say, bum, ba-da. That means everybody need to come together. Then another horn will be blowing and go, that means let's get ready to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Each one of the horns had a different significant meaning. Keep reading.
On that one con, verse 6. When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journey.
Now watch this. The kingdom of heaven is going to have 12 gates. 3 on the east, 3 on the west, 3 on the north, 3 on the south. All of these different locations are where different tribes are. So the southern kingdom, I'm gonna just say, the southern kingdom would probably be in the south. Right. So when they blow it 2 times, those of the south know this is for us. They blow it 1 time, the gate, what's the first one, the east?
Okay.
Then those people would come to the congregation, to where everyone was. So let's just say the congregation will be the temple. So those trumpets will be blown. So these tribes will meet at the temple. If the second trumpet will blow, then they know they got to come to the temple too. Keep reading.
Verse 7. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm.
Keep reading.
Verse 8. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generation.
For how long?
Forever throughout your generation.
This is how you have a nation. This is order. And this is what we're supposed to do. The reason we're not doing this now is because we don't know it. We don't have our own land. We don't have anything for ourselves. We're not a family. So these are the things we have to learn so that we can come back to being a family. We can come back to being a nation so that we can stand up and follow the ways that we were supposed to follow. And that's why this is called, what is this feast day? What is the day called? What is the first word? The memorial, the remembering of the blowing of the trumpets. You understand? That's what we got to come back to. You understand? So that we can come back to our culture and our ways. Anybody got something they want to say?
I got something to say just to add to what you just said right there. It's awesome that the word was memorial. That y'all think we just in America we just like it just happened a memorial. Do y'all remember what memorial that was? That just happened not too long ago.
9/11.
They call it the memorial of what?
9/11.
The memorial of 9/11. They want us to remember 9/11 every year. Every year. But mind you, it's all kind of conspiracy behind this thing, this devilish thing matter that only the white man could have construed himself. You understand me? But every year you see America come together and remembering 9/11. They got the TV come on and they got the sweet, soft music, and they try to get everybody into the spirit of memorial. Well, I want y'all to look every time something like that comes up. I want y'all to look and see how the world reacts to that, and you use that same energy to react to when the Lord tells you to have your memorial. But not even the same. I'm not even gonna say that. Have even stronger energy. Right? You understand me? Because this is for the Lord. This ain't for the conspiracies.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord. You understand me? And when we start getting back to what the Lord says to do, then guess what'll happen? You know, Deuteronomy 28, the first one. The first part, not the part that identifies us, which is very important as well. But the first part, the parts that, you know what I'm saying, make you rub your hands together, like, oh yeah,
that's right.
Oh yeah, this all this, 28, 1 through 15?
Yeah.
14, Salakia, 1 through 14. I don't want to go into each one of them, but you know what I'm saying?
Above and never beneath,
Right.
the head and never the tail,
Right.
the lender
city.
and never the borrower.
The city, the state, the town, like everywhere we go, the countryside, you know what I'm saying? It's like so much stuff that we're gonna be rewarded for if we just follow what the Most High tells us to follow.
That's right.
Read the next verse.
On that one con, verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy, that oppresseth you.
That do what?
Oppresseth you.
In your own land, you had somebody that was still trying to oppress you. When Christ was on the earth, who was trying to oppress us in our own land? The Romans. You see that? Who are the Romans today? The so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? If you go to war and your enemy that surrounds you oppress you, keep reading.
Then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemy.
You're gonna be saved from who?
Your enemy.
What is salvation? To be what?
Saved from your enemy.
That's real salvation.
Right.
That's what we are working for here in the Israelite School University.
God damn right.
We are working to be saved from our enemies. We're not saved because we believe that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. We're not saved because I go to church and pay my tithes. We saved because we gonna fight to the end.
Right.
That's when we gonna be saved. If you was at the bottom of a swimming pool and you was drowning, and I looked down at the pool and I said, "I see you. Are you saved?" No, you're not saved until I reach into the pool and pull you out. I'm saving you from the water. The water is your enemy. But guess what? We're not gonna be saved until Christ pulled us out of here from fighting these people that has been destroying us since we've been on this earth.
That's right.
You understand? And that's what we trying to get, man. We trying to get salvation, man. Give me Luke 1.
What the brother brought out was heavy.
Luke 1 and 68.
You felt that? That pool water? I felt that. It's a lot. And if I
Luke
could,
1 and 68.
while he looking for that, just you know what I'm saying, I like to backdoor my brother when he get good points in. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. But believing with your heart and knowing in your mind ain't gonna get you out that deep end.
Right.
It ain't gonna do it. I don't care how much you believe you gonna get up out that water. You ain't gonna get up out that water till you out that water.
It's like, I believe I can fly, but I ain't never flew. I ain't never got me off the ground. But I do believe I can fly. As much as I listen to the song, I sing with it. I do my arm motions. And at the end, I say fly, high, high, and I never flew. Never. So no matter how much you sing, clap, dance, and do all of that, that don't mean you're gonna be saved because that's what you believe.
Right.
No, that ain't how this works. Go ahead.
If I may, I have a precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 17, verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. So by us being in here, practicing and rehearsing our righteous acts, remembering our ancestors, and being saved and enduring to the end, and these words is read. So Christ said this. He doesn't want us out of the temptation.
Right.
He doesn't want us out from under the oppressor. He wants us in the thick of it because it's during your hardest times when you find out what you're made of. Right. It's during tragedy when you find out what your character is. Right. Will you fold to the oppressor? Would you go ahead and conform to the ideals of your oppressors and take the mark to make sure you can buy and sell? Or would you stand as the one that chose not to bend the knee and worship the Most High in Christ? That's what we here for. That's what we learn in the Israelite School University Practical Knowledge.
Yeah, right. That's that brother. All right, read that scripture for me. Let's get some more on the salvation, so you can learn what we need to be, what we want to hear. Now you know when Christ come back, what's gonna be blown? Trumpets. See that? When Christ come back, there's going to be horns blown. There's going to be trumpets blown. You understand? So we got to know what horn. We got to know what we're listening for. Matter of fact, when there's a catastrophe in America, what's blown? Horns. We got to know the difference between the horns from America and the horns that's going to be blown when Christ returns. You understand? Keep reading.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Of the world, of the planet.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
You hear that The God of the Bible is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
That's who we serve. We serve the black God. Everybody got their own God. The white man got his own God. The Arabs got their own God. The Africans serve the grass and the trees and the moon and the stars. And Moab served Buddha, a fat Chinese man. Well, guess what? We serve the God of the niggas, man.
That's right.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. Read.
For he has visited and redeemed his people.
All people?
His people.
That's very important, man. That is a possessive noun that black people need to understand that that noun is for you.
Right.
Keep reading.
On that one con, verse 69, and hath raised up an horn,
what?
a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Do you know who that horn that we waiting that was raised up for us? That was Christ. That was our king. You understand? Hold where you at. Give me Psalms. Psalms 50 and 5. I think that's what I need. I think. 50 and 5. Read that.
This is the book of Psalms.
No, hold that and give me Psalms 147 and 14. I just want to give you some understanding. Yeah, that's what I need. Psalms 148 and 14. So you can get some understanding. And we ain't gonna be long. We're gonna get up out of here so y'all can eat, because I know y'all hungry, because I am. You understand? One thing that's very important about this day is it's called the feast. It is a feast. So I want to make sure we understand the trumpets, but we got to understand the feast part too. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 148, verses 13 and 14. Let them praise the name of Yahweh, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. Verse 14, he exalted the horn of his people.
Who?
His people. The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. A people near unto him, praise ye the Lord.
Yeah, a Christian would say saints is everybody, because when the saints come marching in. Right. Now give me Psalms 50 and 5. Let's find out who the saints are according to the Bible. Let's find out who the saints are that the Lord raised this horn up for. Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, verse 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
What's the only people on this earth that the Lord made a covenant with by sacrifice? Did he do it to the Romans? Did he make a covenant to the Grecians? He only made it to the children of Israel. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 6, and the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Salah. Verse 7, hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God.
He's who God?
Thy God.
I'm God, and I'm even your God. I'm your daddy. No, I'm daddy. Matter of fact, I'm your daddy. That's what he said. See what I'm saying? Now go back to Luke and finish it up.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Who did he say it by?
By his holy prophets.
We've been saying this since how long?
Since the world began.
The scriptures say the spirit of the prophets are subjected to the prophets.
Right.
So that means that every time a prophet dies, when a prophet comes back into the world, what is he again? A prophet. Because the spirit of the prophets are subjected to the prophets.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We've been saying the same thing over and over since the world began. Keep reading.
Verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies.
We should be saved from who?
Our enemies.
We heard it in the Old Testament, and I had to give it for you in the New Testament, because according to the Christian church, everybody gonna be saved. But guess what? We got enemies in the New Testament too. Keep reading.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
From what?
From the hand of all that hate us.
Black Lives Matter.
From the hand that all hate us.
The abortion clinics.
From the hand of all that hate us.
From the hand of everybody that hates Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Deportation hates Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. ICE hates Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Donald Trump hates Blacks, Hispanics. Guess what? We got something for that. We got somebody, we got a trumpet that's going to blow that's going to get rid of all of that. Keep reading.
To perform the mercy promised to our fathers.
To our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
And to remember his holy covenant. Verse 73, the oath which he sware to our father Abraham. Verse 74, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to live in a place, live in a land to where you can be at peace. You ain't got to be afraid. You don't have to worry about police brutality. You don't have to worry about a drug dealer on your street. You don't have to worry about a pedophile or a child molester. You don't have to worry about an abortion clinic. You don't have to worry about a goddamn thing. You don't have to worry about nobody coming and touching you because you're going to be safe.
Right.
That's heaven. Heaven is safety. Heaven is a place where you don't have to worry about nothing. And that's what we're working for. So you know what we do to work for that? We give up drugs. We give up alcohol. We give up pimping. We give up being hoes. We give up stealing and killing. We give up every goddamn thing on this earth that has destroyed us.
Right.
That's the only way we're gonna be saved. That's it. Go ahead.
Sir, not to take away from what you just said, because it was extremely heavy, and it also goes back into when you said how the Lord wants us in the midst of all of the evil and wickedness, so we could understand. Like, that's why Trump, a lot of people hate the fact that Trump got president, but all of the manner and wickedness of our enemies is starting to come to fruition, and our people are waking up to see that. Like you brought up ICE and deportation and all of these things. Now we starting to see that even though we knew, but now everybody's starting to see that the Hispanics are our people,
right? And
they living under the curses as well. So.
Even Fat Joe coming out and saying, Fat Joe, like, look, Latinos are black people, right? They gotta be. We going through the same stuff.
Right.
That because we have the same common enemy.
Right.
Nobody else has this enemy that we have. Right. The Chinese people ain't got to worry about deportation. Right. And there are more undocumented immigrants of Chinese than there are of Hispanics. Right. But they are not running from ICE. Right. You understand that? We got the same enemy because we are the same people. That's what I'm saying. With that, this is the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. Sisters, y'all can start getting ready to prepare what y'all need to prepare. We're gonna stand saw. Majim Salakia. Saw means to turn. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do a prayer.
All right. We're gonna go into the Lord's Prayer one more time.
Saw, turn, face the east.
Yes. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Ayah. Isupk. Yahweh. Lakutka. Batzaka. Ayah. Aisha. Arataza. Kawah. Ayah. Bashamayim. Natalanawa. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. 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 Anawa, Anasayawan, Abal, Awashinawa, Ayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Mahala, Hatapara, I will love you, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debt, as we
tread toward.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
The power.
Power.
The glory.
The glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it.
Crown of curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name of Yahweh Shah.
The name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Sin, evils, and curses.
Sin, evils, and curses.
And punishment, and
Punishment, destruction.
and death.
And death.
To the heat.
To the heat.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
Teachers.
Teachers.
The princes.
Princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
And evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
Punishment, destruction.
Punishment, destruction.
Death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
And shake loose the pockets.
And shake loose the pockets.
The rich of Israel.
The rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
They refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches to enter into their sanctuary.
Force thy riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Sin, evils, and curses.
Sin, evils, and curses.
And punishment, destruction.
And punishment, and destruction.
And death to the Edomite.
And death to the Edomite.
Death to the Edomite.
Death to the Edomite.
And death to the Edomite.
Death to the Edomite.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
And the court system.
And the court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek, synagogue, and army.
Amalek, synagogue, and
The
army.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
Hope.
Hope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
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 Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinhead.
Skinhead.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
Gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine.
Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
And the cable access channel.
And the cable access channel.
Radio channel.
Radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of our people.
Of any of our people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift death.
And bring swift death.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in our way.
That stand in our way.
That try to stop us.
That try to stop us.
Broadcasting our word.
Broadcasting our word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the terror.
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 And cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to and fro.
And destroy.
And destroy.
Cause the terrorists to come against America.
Cause the terrorists to come against America.
And destroy them in that stronghold.
And destroy them in that stronghold.
Let America shake at the hand of the terrorists.
Let America shake at the hand of the terrorists.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Go down with the flying saucers.
Go down with the flying saucers.
And kill all the heathen.
And kill all the heathen.
That come against us.
That come against us.
As we speak that word.
As we speak that word.
Cause to be known by all.
Cause to be known by all.
And it was the angels who had done it.
It was the angels who had done it.
Cause to spread throughout the media.
Cause to spread throughout the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause to shake it thy coming.
Cause to shake it thy coming.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The water of mud.
The water of mud.
So, face forward. All right, we're gonna salute the Torah one time before we give salute out and start eating. Start our feast. And most high in Christ to the sisters, man. Y'all did a good job. While we waiting on the Torah to get down here, let's just give the sisters a hand clap. The sisters made glorious food, a glorious feast, cleaned the school, did everything they could to make sure that we would have this feast. The school prepared for us to have a feast day and give honor to the Most High. So thank you, sisters, for doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing as sisters in this truth.
Damn right.
The water.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Boys.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K.
Rakia.
Rakia.
Come on, school. Come on, school.
School.
Both of y'all.
School, come on, y'all. Oh,
Pull up,
take your hand
young
up.
fellas.
School.
Come on, young fellas.
School.
Let's go. Come on, school.
Both schools. Y'all come on.
Old
Up.
school.
OG school. And
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
take your time.
I.S.U.P.K. Yahushua. Rakia.
Damn right.
All right.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K. Yahushua. Rakia.
Damn right. Come on, come on, youngsters. Let's go. Let's go. Young fellas. Let's go. Young boys. Young warriors. Yahweh.
Fifth. There you go.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Come on.
Come on, Trey. Repeat it. Yeah. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Damn right. Damn right.
Damn right.
Go ahead, King.
Damn right.
All right, let's get it.
Sisters. Come on, sisters. One at a time.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right. Damn right. Okay.
Damn right. Damn right.
Let's get it. Come on.
All right. Let's get one more horn blast, man, for the memorial. Good. Hold up. Blast the church. All right, we're gonna do a courtesy salute.
Courtesy salute to all the brothers and the sisters. Ahmad Shabbat. Majid. Barak. Yazmatah. Sar, face the sisters. Yazmatah. Salakia. Mayim Shabbat. Majid. Barak. Yazmatah. Dismiss.
He brought his spies.